Chairman Lamborn, Ranking Member Lowenthal, and members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to present the views of the Department of Interior on H.R. 2295, the National Energy Securities Corridors Act. My name is Tim Spisak, Senior Advisor for Conventional Energy with the Bureau of Land Management, and I'm accompanied by Ray Savajoy, and an Associate Director with the National Park Service. I want to thank the subcommittee for focusing on the important national issue of energy transition corridors. The department shares the subcommittee's goals in providing the safe, timely, and efficient transmission of energy resources across federal lands. We appreciate the subcommittee's efforts on the legislation and would like to continue to work with you to find ways to further our common goals. The BLM administers public lands for a broad range of uses and manages lands with some of the most advanced energy development in the world. Our contribution to the national energy portfolio provides an important economic benefit. In fiscal year 2014, onshore federal oil and gas royalties exceeded $3 billion, approximately half of which were paid directly to the states in which the development occurred. We are coordinating closely with partners across the country to ensure that the development of energy resources occurs in the right places and that those projects are managed safely and responsibly. The BLM places a special emphasis on transparency and public processes to incorporate the input and needs of the American people. The BLM's activities provide critical infrastructure as well as energy for our nation, reducing our reliance on oil imports while protecting our public land and water resources. As part of this effort, we are working with other agencies in support of Executive Order 13604 to improve the performance of federal permitting and review of infrastructure projects by increasing transparency and predictability. In 2009, under the Energy Policy Act of 2005, the department designated approximately 5,000 miles of energy corridors, amending 92 land use plans in 11 western states. Since 2009, the BLM has participated in the approval of 9 major pipeline expansion projects totaling nearly 2,000 miles of new oil and gas pipeline, with over 1,000 of those miles crossing federal lands. In the next 18 months, the BLM is expected to complete review of 3 more major pipeline projects totaling nearly 1,000 additional miles, nearly half of which are on federal lands. These are in addition to the thousands of miles of smaller oil and gas pipeline projects approved every year. While the department supports the goals of H.R. 2295, we believe many of the activities authorized by the bill are already within the scope of existing authorities. We also feel that the bill's NEPA waiver would only complicate the deliberative process necessary for the appropriate consideration of specific authorization decisions. The BLM routinely designates energy corridors as part of a land use plan or along with the environmental review for a major infrastructure project. These are typically addressed with an EIS level analysis, which includes substantial agency, tribal, public, and industry input. The department is committed to providing full environmental review and public involvement opportunities required by NEPA for proposals for the use of the nation's public lands. The department also questions the significant role given to it in designating corridors in the eastern United States under H.R. 2295. The department manages very little multiple use land in the east, where it has a significantly different role than it does in the western United States. Finally, as expressed in our written statement, the department strongly opposes the bill's provisions that would authorize the Secretary to issue a right-of-way on the National Public Service lands. The statement notes that the exclusion of national parks from the Mineral Leasing Act has not prevented the issuing of rights-of-way for pipelines through national park units. The department has supported legislation authorizing rights-of-way for oil and gas pipelines on a park-by-park basis when it has been appropriate to do so. Mr. Chairman, the Department of Interior has a proven record of facilitating responsible siting of oil and natural gas pipelines. We appreciate the subcommittee's interest in this important work and look forward to working with you on these important issues. Thank you for the opportunity to testify.